Alright, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special fight preview. So we're going to UFC 248, we're going to the co-main event, strawweight championship fight. Weili Zhang defending her title for the first time against challenger Joanna Jedrzejczyk, the former champion. Now before we break these two fighters down individually, let's see how they compare statistically. Age. Joanna Jedrzejczyk is slightly older, 32 to Zhang's 30. Record. Zhang actually has more fights than the former champ, 20-1 to Jedrzejczyk's 16-3. Height. Jedrzejczyk is a taller fighter, 5 feet 6 inches, 168 centimeters, to Zhang's 5 feet 4 inches, 163 centimeters. And then Jedrzejczyk also carries an advantage into the reach, at 65.5 inches, 166 centimeters, to Zhang's 63-inch, 160 centimeters reach. So that's how the two fighters compare up statistically. Now let's break them down one by one. Let's start with the challenger, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Now Jedrzejczyk's strengths. Well, first off, she excels both on the inside and the outside, and she excels very well in the clinch. You name a range, she can fight at it. And then when she gets in the clinch, she just tears opponents apart. Next up, she has an elite takedown defense. She is one of the hardest fighters in the women's divisions to take down, period. Hardly anybody can take her down. And then once you get her down on the ground, she is very hard to keep there. The only fighter that could really keep her on the ground for any amount of time is the flyweight champion, Valentina Shevchenko. So that tells you a lot about just how elite not only is Jedrzejczyk's takedown defense, but also just how hard she is to keep on the ground if you can get her there. Now, Jedrzejczyk's biggest weaknesses. She's gotten a little chinny lately, and she doesn't do well against fighters who can move in and out laterally, both of which were exposed in her first fight against Rose Namajunas. Now, Jedrzejczyk's keys to victory. She's going to want to play the matador, much like she did in her fight against Jessica Andrade. Don't get involved in the firefights too much. Stay on the outside, play the matador, and avoid prolonged exchanges. Next up, avoid the prolonged exchanges in the pocket. Again, this reflects on the first one, play the matador. Don't stay in the pocket too long. That's where Zhang does her best work in striking. Stay on the outside, play the matador, avoid those exchanges in the pocket. And then finally, take the fight deep. We've never seen Zhang in a 5-round fight. We've never seen her go past the 3rd round. We do know this. If she doesn't finish the fight in the 1st or 2nd round, it goes to decision. So take the fight deep. We've never seen Zhang. We don't know how her cardio is going to hold up in a later round. So take the fight deep. Where we know we've seen Jedrzejczyk plenty of times before. Alright, so that was the challenger, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Now let's check out the champ, Weili Zhang. Zhang's strengths. Well, first up, she is extremely well-rounded. She can play the game anywhere the game goes. She can strike. She can work on the ground. She can wrestle. She can take the fight to the ground. She can fight on the ground. She fights very well in the stand-up. So she's extremely well-rounded. Also, she has a diverse arsenal of attacks. She never really gets into a pattern with her striking. She does throw a lot of the side kicks that she uses to set up her strikes, but she can attack really with just about anything and everything. And then finally, she's a power puncher. She has power in those hands. We saw it against Jessica Andrade. She has power in that diverse arsenal. Now, some weaknesses of Zhang. Well, she is hittable. We saw that in the first round against Danielle Taylor. And then she also has somewhat questionable cardio. She seemed to fade a little bit towards the end of the fight with Tisha Torres, and that was only a 3-round fight. This is going to be a 5-round fight. So we really don't know how well she'll do with that high output that she uses in a 5-round fight. Now finally, Zhang's keys to victory. I think she should get to the pocket early. That's where she does the most damage. In the pocket, in the clinch. That's where her strikes have the most power. That's where she does her best work. At the same time, she also needs to avoid prolonged exchanges at range. Range is Jedrzejczyk's specialty anymore. She used to be a press fighter, but Jedrzejczyk now is an out fighter. So don't get sucked into playing Jedrzejczyk's game, staying out at range, and playing a kickboxing match there. And then finally, if an early finish presents itself, take it. I mean, she is an earlier finisher. So if that early finish presents itself, take it. Avoid going deep into the fight with Jedrzejczyk. Okay, so that's how those the two fighters break down individually. Now it's time to make a prediction. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. I got some throat problems. Alright, so there's some pundits out there that are acting like this fight is easy to pick either way for various reasons. Some people just don't like one fighter or another or the other. Some people are just riding the hype train of one fighter or the other. Zhang's hype train is riding particularly high right now. Excuse me. So a lot of people are riding Zhang's hype train because that hype train is riding very powerful right now, which can't hard to blame them after that win over Jessica Andrade. So some people are calling an easy win for Jedrzejczyk. Some people are calling an easy win for Zhang. I'm one of these people. I think those people are doing you a disservice. Okay, I think anyone that doesn't see this fight as a very close 50-50 fight is either A, lying to themselves and you, or B, just intellectually dishonest. This is a very tough fight, okay? Zhang has never faced anyone on Jedrzejczyk's level before. Yes, she does have a long win streak going, 20 fights. Apologies. But again, she's never faced anyone on Jedrzejczyk's level. Some people are saying Jedrzejczyk's shot. She's done. Why? Because she had a couple losses to Rose Namajunas and then Valentina Shevchenko, so she's done? Come on now. That's just silly. That is just plain silly, okay? Both of these fighters are excellent. Both of them have a very high chance of winning this fight. Okay? This is not a straight down the middle, easy choice to make. I just think that anyone else that acts like this is an easy choice or an easy fight to pick, I don't know. I wouldn't listen to them, personally. Doesn't matter who they are, either. I think a lot of the real experts are picking it, saying that this is very down the middle. So as for my pick, well, it's either Zhang by early finish in the first 2 rounds, or it's Jedrzejczyk by decision. I'm just up in the air about this. I mean, I've watched a lot of footage on these two, and I've been thinking about this one a lot. I've been really racking my brain. I did not want to leave this choice up in the air like that, but this is the best I could come up with. It's either Zhang by finish in the first or second round, or it goes deep and goes to Jedrzejczyk by decision. I certainly don't see Joanna finishing Zhang, but I also don't have a hard time seeing Zhang, going deep into the 3rd, 4th and 5th rounds, those championship rounds, and gotten out a decision over Joanna. I think it's going to be a very close fight. I think this is going to be an awesome fight that's going to be amazing to watch. It could possibly steal the show over the main event. I think this fight it's mind-blowing, frankly. I think this is like the epitome of the UFC women's strawweight division that we're about to watch next Saturday. It's only a week away. So really enjoy it while it lasts. This fight is going to be fireworks. Zhang by decision or Jedrzejczyk Zhang by early finish or Jedrzejczyk by decision. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the fight. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.